So today we're going to be working on a tree of life slash words of the year. 2023 is coming up real fast. So this was one I did in watercolor, but we're going to do this one in acrylic. And I just wanted to show you some of the elements that we're going to be putting in the tree that you can use or not use. It's up to you. The acrylic works a little different, so I'm going to use a small brush with this little round brush, because this is 8 by 10. We're going to be, you can do this bigger, and I just did the trunk of the tree fairly wide, and then just did, they kind of remind me of Dr. Seuss, just little swirls going in different directions. And then on the branches we're going to add the words, and down the trunk the main word. Like on this one I did joy. It's probably backwards to you, but I did joy. And then if you could see, I have different things I want to do, like boating, there's kayaking, dance, and then other things like connect, love, inspire, gather, peace. So emotion words, kind of affirmation words, and then things you want to do. They can all go up here in the tree for this particular tree. And I'm going to show you, these little birds are so easy, and then just some easy flowers. So the little birds are just kind of whimsical little ovals. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Just kind of little ovals, and then we're going to go back with the pen and we can make them different, and they could be different colors. So just kind of little, could have a yellow belly, just little ovals. Then we'll come back in with the pen and give them some things. The other thing you can do is some flowers. And for the flowers, we're going to start at the outside edge. We're going to push down and then lift up. Push down and lift up, and kind of leaving a center space. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm pushing down and lifting up. I'm putting pressure and lifting up. Putting pressure and lifting up. I'm going to put one more in there. And then we'll do a different color in the center. The other thing we can do is just kind of a little swirly circle, and then we'll come back in with white or a different color and just go over it. So those are like the three main elements we're going to be doing in here, and then the words. You could also do a little butterfly or something. I mean, you can get as whimsical as you want. For butterfly, you know, it's just kind of the top wing and the lower wing. And some antenna. I mean, you can put what you want in here. It's your tree of life. So I'm just going to show you this watercolor one again. And I'm not sure who the first person was, but I think his name was Gustav Klimt, and he did that. He's pretty famous for like a romantic lover one, and he uses bits of gold in his. So I did gold tails on these, and they reflect. It's really cute. So we might do that too. So I'm just going to come in here, and I'm just going to put a few of these little elements. And sometimes if you're using yellow, you need to do white first. I'm pushing down and lifting up and making a little flower. could have 4, 5, doesn't matter how many petals. You could use different colors too. I'm going to add a little more white, makes it a little more opaque. You could do the white first and come back with the yellow. So I'm just adding some little flowers wherever I want, doesn't matter. Get some more colors on here. Maybe some red. You can make some orange, the red and the yellow. Mixing the red and the yellow, making this little orangey color. Might put some more little flowers here. Oh, that's got too much water in it. The black picked up, so we'll go over that later. Black is still wet. I'm going to add a little white to make it a little more opaque. And we might take some blue and do some little swirlies. Not really show there. I'll come back with the white. I'm just swirling my brush in a circle. It doesn't really show there on the blue, but once I add the white, it will. Maybe we'll make a few birds. Let's make this lighter blue. I gotta go to the store. I'm running out of colors. Then I'm just, on these blue swirls, I'm just gonna come in with the white, kind of go around it. Make little swirlies. I'm just taking the white and going around. I might make some birds with this blue. A bird here, just little ovals. Just making little ovals for the birds. And you can make your birds any color you want. He's got a little yellow belly. Got a little bit of a purple bird. Sometimes with acrylics it's hard to make a pretty purple, but I think it's called Dianesin purple. It's a beautiful purple that you can buy already made. Some of my birds will be yellow. I'm going to add that white because the yellow is transparent. Sometimes you can have two birds like near each other. Maybe they're chatting. Let's see, where can I put this one? Down here maybe. think I need some more flowers. Maybe I'll make a pink flower. If it's too transparent, add some white. Make it a little bit coral, different color flower. Got black in it, so I'm going to just add a little more color to that one. Go over this one again. Got too much water in it. Now for leaves, we're going to do the exact opposite. Like the flower, we went from the outside in. For the leaves, we're going to go from the, this is all dried. I'm going to use a little blue, a little yellow, make some green. You don't have to mix it up all the way because then it kind of looks nice. And I'm going to push down and then lift up. I'm going to push down and lift up. And you can curve it as you're lifting up. You can push down and lift up. Curve it one way or the other if you want. Push down, lift up. If it's too transparent, add a little white. Turn your canvas so it's easier to get to. The other thing you can do, if the brush made those swirls too big, you can take a Sharpie and make some smaller ones. You can make this as fun and as whimsical as you want. So for the leaves, I'm pushing down and lifting up the pressure. Push down, lift up. I'm going to put some yellow in some of these centers, these flowers. Just put a dot of yellow in there. choose a different color. It's your painting. Do whatever you want. Flower doesn't have a leaf. Let me give that flower a leaf. Much water. Try again. And one thing you can do, so this tree just doesn't look quite so bloomy, you can mix a little blue in with the black, or purple. Purple's also very pretty. And you can make some light streaks down here with the blue. We are going to be writing our main word on there, so it doesn't have to be too dramatic, but it just makes it a little more whimsy. Big blob of black paint there, so I don't want to get too close to that. You could add glitter to this too at the end. That would make it very whimsical. They have all sorts of glitter colors or metallics. So this white covered the whole thing, so I'm just going to go back in and swirl some blue back in there so you can see like a differentiation. And you can go past it if you want. That's a bird. It's not a swirly. Those are birds. Here's a swirly. Make some big and some small. Okay, so now I'm going to get a pen, and you want to make sure this is dry. If you have a hairdryer, that's very helpful. I'm just going to try to wave it around a little bit. If you use a pen on the wet paint, it's going to ruin your pen. Okay. So this is an ultra fine point, and if you want, you can sort of outline your leaves. But what I want to do first is just get these birds in here. So, like right here, that's a bird. So I'm going to give them a little beak and an eye. And you want to put the eye close to that beak. Some legs onto the branch. A little wing. Then, this is not writing very well. Let's see what else I have. this is just fine point. I think this would be too big. But let me show you how you can add more swirls. See, you can just come back in here and add more swirls if you want. And they're more refined, if you will. You see how I just used the Sharpie to add a swirl? Just add a swirl. Doesn't it remind you of Dr. Seuss? You can outline a leaf. Give him some fun tail feathers. Another little bird. Maybe he's got a tail like that. And we could put some music notes in here if we want. I don't really know too much about music, but I just kind of, where's another bird going to be? Right here? No, that's a swirl. This is a bird. So for the music note, you just do a dot, and then and then you can do these little things there, or you can put two of those together. So we'll put this little bird here. Some kind of a tail, some wings. And we'll go back in there with gold and give him a fun tail. Here's the little bird. Give him a wing. Some kind of fun tail. And an eye close to the beak. Where am I? Here's another bird. A little wing, an eye, and maybe a little note. Here's a bird. Let's see here. This guy needs a wing. Well, some of these swirlies, you can use the black to make it more swirly if you don't think it's swirly enough. We could go over that with a glitter pen. That might be fun. A little bird. We have more birds on there. And then you can write your words. This one needs a tail, doesn't he? You can outline some of these flowers if you want, just loosely. They don't have to follow the petals exactly. If you want, you can. You can do some of them and not all of them. You can outline some of the leaves. Outline some of the leaves. This is just a regular Sharpie. I thought it would be too big, but I guess it's working okay. Now see, that didn't follow exactly, but that's okay. I've been taking some watercolor classes and they're very loosey-goosey, and why not? This could be a bird. I think it was a leaf originally, but let's make him a bird. Now we're going to write some words. So, oh, this looks like it needs to be a swelly. It's just so fun to play. So you can just add as much as you want. Okay. I'm going to add some words to this. Like, one thing I do want to tell you, make sure you spell things right. You'll feel really silly if you spelled like a word wrong and it's on here. Now, it's not the end of the world. You could let everything dry, cover it over, and repaint it, and then redo your word. With watercolor, that's a little harder, but with acrylics, we're good to go. But just try to, you know, if you're not sure, just ask Alexa or ask your phone or look it up in the dictionary. This guy needs a wing. This guy needs a wing. With the wings, I'm just doing a little curve. Oh, this is a bird. We forgot him. Let's see. Okay, so let's have some words. I'm going to see if my smaller Sharpie will work for this. So I want you to think of words like some inspirational words like dream, or something you want to do. Like, well, you might like painting. You might put paint on here, or art, or travel, or you might have something like inspire or concentrate. Well, that's a big word, isn't it, for these little branches, but you know, you could wrap it around. Or I don't know what a positive word for declutter would maybe be simplify. You know, you can have just all sorts of things. I'm going to put travel in here. So I just wrote it along the branch. Can you see that? And let's see. I think I have to have art. Maybe this other one will work. That little one just doesn't seem to want to write. Art. This is another little bird. Gotta have some more notes then, huh? Okay, how about joy? I think that's going to be my main word. So I might have gather or friends. Gather is a good one. We've been so isolated. I think, you know, we're coming to the end of the pandemic, and maybe we can start getting together with our friends again more often. How about inspire? Play. I'd like to try kayaking, so I'm going to put kayak here. camp here. I'm going to do some camping. I'm going to put simplify here. I'm not sure how you spell that. Let me do a test run on simplify. I can ask Alexa. Alexa, how do you spell simplify?
Simplify is spelled as I-M-P-L-I-F-Y.
Okay. So I got the simplify here. Where will it fit? I think I'm going to kind of wrap it around here. Let's see. Voting, I think. Definitely. Outline that while it's there. See what other, oh, peace, that's a good word. Where can I put that? How about right here? Love. Gotta have love, especially with Valentine coming up. So I'm just wrapping the words around into the tree. I think I might have some little hearts coming down. Why not? I'll paint them red. I could have some branches with berries too. I might do that. Just have some berries on a branch. Bring those birds in. Let's see what other word. Did I put gather in there? Yes. Paint, I think I did put paint. Camp, travel, play. I'm going to put paint again because you can't have too much painting. Let's see. Now I'm just doodling. Just adding some extra leaves onto here. I'm going to get some red for those little hearts. I might have to do them white first. It's over the blue. I need another one over here. Then I'm going to go in and paint those little beaks yellow. Sometimes a drop of water will hit right here and you just need to wipe it off on your paper towel. So I'm going to go in and do the beaks yellow. Add a little white to that. brush may be too big. Let's see if I can twist it to a point. Get all the little beaks yellow. Then we're gonna just do some, oh, I'm gonna do joy down the trunk. Since it's so dark, I'm going to use this white, and I might come in with a lighter blue. Oh, I got a little red on there, that'll be all right. This year, I'd like to kind of focus on joy, bringing joy to my family, to y'all. Maybe I find joy. And I might come in with some blue and sort of outline that. I kind of like that. And I'm going to get some gold and add a little bit of gold accents, I think. So this is called Splendid Gold. There's a bunch of different golds. You could get something like a gold pen, a gold marker. This is a nice one. It's by Marvy. It's called Deco Color. This is a nice one. I think maybe on the tails, I'm going to add a little gold. Might want to do that white first. I'm going to do these tails with a little white and add that gold. You can turn your canvas if you need to. You don't want to be holding your arm at some kind of weird angle. I'm just adding a little white to these tails so that the gold will show up a little better. Any more birds? Okay. Squeeze that water out. I don't want it dripping all over the place. Let's put some gold on here. I'm going to twist the brush and try to bring it to a point. This is kind of an old brush, so but this is going to have two coats for sure. This is just going to give it a pretty little shimmer, I think. There. Do little gold highlights on the tree as well if you wanted. Just give it a little shimmer, you know. Maybe just even a few streaks down into the tree. It's a whimsical fantasy tree, why not? Even on some of these smaller ones if you want. There. But then I think if we put some berries in here and some other little leaves, fill them in. I think those were berries. Those were berries. Birds do love to eat those berries. I might put some berries up here too, just so it's not just all in one place. And I can surround them with some black ink if I want. Touch of any flowers. I don't know what they're doing here. I'm not sure. Let's make that into a butterfly. I don't know what that was. Butterfly. The other thing you can do if you want, you can put some flowers down here. Or you can put a dog or cat. You know, I think, well, maybe we'll do a few little flowers. Just put some up. Just kind of doing 3 little marks. kind of like a tulip or something. I don't know. Could have some little blue ones maybe. Forget-me-nots. Just July 4. They're pretty subtle. You can hardly see them. This might fill this whole thing up with flowers. Why not? Anyway, there's some little flowers at the bottom. And this is our tree of life with the words for 2023. Things you might want to do, explore, try, or words that inspire you. So I hope you enjoyed that little project. And come back. Happy New Year's coming up, 2023. I hope you have a healthy, happy, prosperous New Year. Bye.